Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are playing some more Black Ops Cold War, and today it's going to be a bit of a different type of video. Not going to be as many jump cuts, not as many edits. What I wanted to do was do something a little bit different and just kind of go through and give my final thoughts on Cold War. You know, my thoughts on the game as the year has progressed from the start up until season 1 through 6, you know, up until now. So yeah, if you guys enjoy this, please remember to go down below, like, subscribe, and turn the bell on. Anyway, let's get into it. Yeah, I figured the year's coming to a close. I might as well go through and try to grind out Dark Matter Ultra or Dark Ether for some of the guns I don't have it for yet. I need 1,300 critical kills with the FAMAS and the Jackrabbit medals. And then that's the only AR that I need. I literally have every other AR done already. I still have the ZRG and the Swiss K31, the Marshalls, and the Ironhide. So that's a few weapons, plus all the melees. I don't even know if I'm gonna do melees, but man, the ZRG and the Swiss, I don't know. I might skip out on those. Yeah, dude. I don't care what anybody says about the bundles. The Scream one, this was worth the $20 I spent on it. It was so worth it. Alright, so anyway, it's time to start talking about the game. And as you guys can see in this video, we're just going to be playing the Hallows Eve Outbreak mode. It's going to be going away soon, and it's just something nice to just play. It's chill in the background just while we talk about things. Something that doesn't require too much thought. So I didn't write any notes, or I honestly didn't even think too much before recording this what I wanted to touch on. I just figured I'd touch the camera on and talk, so then it says raw is pure, just so I can't sugarcoat anything or lie to myself about anything about the game. So let's go in order of like launch up until now. So when the game first came out, we'll touch on multiplayer first. Well, honestly, this first point applies to like the game in general. It was really lacking on content. We had like what, 6 or 7 maps, I think. That was like literally it. And one of them was like Nuketown, which was obviously a remastered or remake map. I forget if it came out right at launch or if it came out shortly after, but you know, oh wow, I went down already. But anyway, you know, the content just really wasn't there. There wasn't too many weapons, and everything that was in the game at launch, we essentially had already played during the beta, and everybody was saying how they were getting kind of burned out towards the end of the beta. And considering the fact that we didn't get any additional content between the beta and the launch of the game, burnout at the beginning of a Call of Duty game, that's not a good thing, and unfortunately that's kind of what happened. And then with zombies, normally when a new game comes out, we have either one brand new map and then like a remade map or a remastered map, or just 2 new maps in general. But this time we literally only had D Machine, which in itself was kind of a remake. Granted, it was a twist. It was like a remake with a spin. It was like a reimagining, I guess you could call it. And while it was cool, and while everybody loves the machine, only having one map at launch, and with how simplistic Cold War Zombies is, there wasn't a whole lot for us to dig our teeth into. Thank God for the Dark Ether grind. That definitely helped hold us over, but there should have just, I don't know. There was a lot of new systems in place. Everything was cool. Just in general, though, content was pretty lacking. I don't feel the need to go down the list and break down every single season, because honestly, I can't even remember like what came out with what season. But the first Zombies map, first DLC, didn't even come out until, what was it, January, I believe, which was like 2 or 3 months after the game came out. And when your game is launching with only one map, and it's kind of as simplistic as D Machine was, and you gotta wait that long, yeah. Expectations were very, very high for Firebase Z. Everybody was expecting, you know, something big, and we had every right to because of how long we had to wait with how little content there was in the game at that point. Firebase Z was great. I still play it to this day. It was just one of those things where it wasn't exactly what everybody was looking for. It was one of those things where when the map first came out, everybody loved it, but over time, people got burnt out. And obviously, that's going to happen. And I honestly do believe that that has something to do with the fact that everybody kind of just burnt themselves out on it by playing it so much. And honestly, how can you blame them? We only had one map for 3 months. I kind of did it to myself, honestly. But, you know, the thing is, everybody knows what's going on in the world right now with the pandemic, and development times suck and everything like that. But honestly, if the game would have needed to be delayed by just a few months or at least another year in order for it to be released in a better state, then I honestly gladly would have waited. Because don't get me wrong, throughout the seasons, I've had tons of fun playing Cold War. It's just, it took until like season 3 or 4 until it started to feel like a complete game, or started to feel how it should have right at launch. And considering the fact that that's halfway through the game's life cycle, that's just a little bit of a problem. But with how things are sounding for Vanguard, we're going to have 16 maps at launch, all sorts of weapons. The zombies looks pretty cool. It does kind of look like a rehashed Cold War, but I'm willing to give it a chance. It sounds like we're only going to have one experience, but it isn't just like another basic or simplistic round-based map. It's going to be a hybrid, I guess, between Outbreak and the round-based, which, I don't know, I kind of prefer just normal round-based, as with 80% of the zombies community, but I'm willing to give it a shot. Multiplayer in this game is really subjective and down to the player and their own personal taste. Honestly, SBMM, when the game first came out, bothered me a lot, but as the year went on, I got a lot better, and SBMM just never really seemed to bother me. That's not me trying to brag or boast or say, oh yeah, I'm too good for SBMM, but it's just really, I just learned spawn patterns and where people spawn and where they tend to go, and, you know, just the classic COD knowledge. And at that point, SBMM really stopped bothering me, plus with the addition of Face-Off 6v6, I just never really noticed it that much. I know it's something that still bothers a lot of people to this day, especially the casuals, but for me, it's not really that big of a deal. So yeah, I mean, with the addition of new weapons and maps, multiplayer has just kind of slowly gotten better over the years, especially with the addition of more, you know, party game modes like Infected, Scream Deathmatch, Prop Hunt, and all sorts of new weapons and everything. Like, yeah, multiplayer has just gotten better and better, and I went from just liking it to actually like loving it. Like there was a point where I was so burned out I didn't even want to touch the multiplayer on this game, but now it's at a point again where I turn it on and I play almost on a daily basis just for pure fun. And the zombies, again, between Firebase Z and Malware Totem, it was like another 5 or 6 month wait. That was ridiculous. The wait between Malware and Forsaken wasn't that bad. It was like one or 2 months, whatever. I can live with that. That's fine. But I don't know. Cold War Zombies in general, looking back now that we have the complete package and every map is here, it's amazing. I love Cold War Zombies, and again, I mean, as you can see in this video, I'm playing it right now. It's double XP weekend. I'm just playing it for fun, just to grind out the levels before Vanguard comes out. Like, I absolutely love Cold War Zombies. The state of where it's at, how it ended off, it's great. Was Forsaken the best way to end everything off? Compared to other finale maps, maybe not. But it was still a really fun map regardless. I don't know, it has a very similar vibe to Malware Totem, Dark Rainy Night, you know what I mean? But besides that, it's still a lot of fun. I loved it. And my only main piece of criticism for Vanguard would be, hey, don't drip feed us content. If you have to, just drop a shitload of stuff at once, and then just, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know. There's no way you can win, because if you drop a lot of shit at once, then it might be either overwhelming, or at that point, once you drop everything that you got, then we're gonna get bored of it quicker. But then with the drip feeding thing, we get impatient, having to wait so long, so I don't really know. Just more content. I know it's hard to ask sometimes, but I mean, if it comes down to it, make us pay for the DLCs again. I would much rather pay for season passes and DLCs and get more content, rather than have free content drip fed to me and, you know, having to wait so long and getting burnt out on the game in between. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of people are in the same boat. So in Vanguard, don't drip feed it to us, or if you're gonna drip feed it to us, don't make us wait so damn long. 6 months for a zombies map, that's freaking ridiculous. And then the final piece of the puzzle to any Call of Duty game, well, besides Black Ops 4, the campaign. The campaign in this game, I don't even need to say anything. It was freaking amazing. It takes place in between Black Ops 1 and 2, I believe, and yeah, it was exactly what you'd expect from like a Black Ops campaign. It was freaking amazing. I should probably pop my Ether Shroud and buy some perks real fast. But it was great, mind-bending, it was a fun time, I can't complain. Vanguard, please just have a good campaign. You know, I know not a lot of people play campaigns, only about, I'm pretty sure there was like a thing that went out saying that like a very small percentage of people actually ever play the COD campaigns. But for those that do, we enjoy a damn good campaign. I mean, I know me myself, I still go back and I play through the Modern Warfare campaign at least once a year. I'm talking COD 4. So yeah, for people like me that really enjoy the COD campaigns, please just make Vanguard good. That's all I ask. Or the campaign. Obviously not just the campaign, just make the whole game good in general, please. But with how things are sounding, I'm feeling pretty optimistic. The amount of content we're gonna have at launch, Zombies looks pretty decent. Sledgehammer, they've always been the COD development team that listens to the community the most. Everybody knows this. This isn't a secret. Even when they were only a supporting studio with Infinity Ward, just helping to develop side modes in Modern Warfare 3, they've always been the ones that listen to the community the most. Look at Advanced Warfare and World War II, especially World War II. They literally changed their game to be completely different just for the community to be happy. Like, no other developer really does that in terms of Call of Duty, at least. So it should be a pretty good year. So all in all, I'm excited for Vanguard. By the time you guys are seeing this, the game's literally only 4 days away, which is insane. It feels like Cold War just came out. Black Ops Cold War, at the end of the day, launch was a bit iffy, got burnt out midway through the year. By the end, they brought me back, they saved the game. And honestly, I think this is one of the best CODs we've ever had. Controversial opinion, I know, but I've dumped a lot of time into this game, and I truly do believe it is one of the best that we've had. It's a lot of fun. You can dick around and have fun, or you can go MLG Pro and grind. There's just, I don't know, it just kind of gives me that classic COD vibe. My favorite COD of all time is BO2, and it reminds me a lot of that with the way that it plays. A lot of people will most definitely disagree with that, but I don't know, if you break down the game, the way it looks, the way it plays, the way it feels, especially with the multiplayer having so many Black Ops 2 maps especially, like considering that, I don't know, I really like this game. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good with where I left off. This will definitely be one of those CODs where it's not like once the year ends I stop playing it and I rarely come back. For example, like Infinite Warfare. I haven't touched Infinite Warfare since that game died, really. But with a game like Black Ops 3, I was just playing it the other day. And I feel like this is going to be one of those games where, or I know for a fact it will be, where in a couple years I'll come back and play it and still have just as much fun as I do now. And that's it. That's just kind of my final thoughts. Just kind of wanted to give my thoughts on the game, how it went throughout the year, things I want going forward with Vanguard. And, yeah, just, I don't know, just kind of going back on Cold War and reflecting a little bit, I guess. Again, just Vanguard, I hope for the best. I want nothing but the best. Obviously, Call of Duty is like my favorite franchise ever. I buy it year after year, I pre-order it year after year, and I'm really passionate about this game, obviously with how much I spam my YouTube channel content with it. And, yeah, I'm pretty excited. If I was to make another ranking Call of Duty games list, which I will be after Vanguard comes out, this game, I would put it in S, but I would probably end up putting it in an A if we're considering, it depends on how you look at it. If you look at the year overall, it would go in an A just because of, or maybe even a B, just because of how much we were drip fed and had that burnout midway through. But if we're looking at the games as a whole, at the end, the final product, I'd put Cold War in an S. I love this game, and yeah, that's it for this video. Again, just wanted to give my final thoughts, just wanted to ramble a little bit. You guys tend to like the videos where I just talk a bit, and I don't know, I feel like I make too many of those sometimes, so what I try to do is combine the talking type of videos with the gaming type of videos and just talk about things that I want to while I play and combine them, and they seem to do generally pretty well as well. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, a shout out to my one and only Patreon, Karma's favorite grandma. But with that, that is going to do it for this one. Please remember to go down below, like, subscribe, comment, share this with your friends. Remember, I post daily at 7 p.m. So we'll see you guys back here tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Peace. I'm all alone, I walk alone.